What's going on, guys? How are y'all doing? Guys and gals, I should say. Um, it's been a minute. I've been super busy with work and I had some time today. So I went to this is my first new comic book day in like 3 weeks, I think. So I've got some stuff and I'm going to share that. And I've got some I did not stop buying. I'm trying to like work through this baby stack, but then we got two, bigger stacks here that will. I have not. I have not been opening anything. I opened one thing because the box was damaged, but other than that, I'm sticking to. I'm sticking to my plan to like. I'm not. I'm only going to open stuff on YouTube. So if I have to wait, then I have to wait. Let me go in order here. We got our boy Ty Locks. I need to call you. Are you off today? Because we got to talk about Charlotte. We're planning on going up to Charlotte at the end of June and do some comic book stuff and have some fun, do some drinking. At least on day one. I'm not drinking every day and making decisions about money and comics. But Sheena, what is going on? I've missed seeing you around. It's not your fault. It's my fault. But I've missed you nonetheless. Digger Jim, hope you're doing well, buddy. And if everything holds true to plan, I'll be seeing you and the brother up in Charlotte. So that is going to be a blast. Looking forward to it. Such a sweet lady. We like you, Sheena. Such a sweet member of the community. Always so supportive. We appreciate you. Real Rude, what's up, buddy? Been a minute. Hope you're doing well. Oh, my goodness. Are you trying to make me blush? Jeez. Whew. Look, my face is getting red. It was already a little bit red, but Sheena, you're making my face blush. I'm all tongue tied now. It's good to see everybody. It is very good to see everybody. It's been a while. I've just had to focus on work, man. I'm in real estate. I got to ride this wave while I can. So, I'll be up at 9. Yeah, that's cool. I know, man. I'm the same way, Sheena. It's just like, just got to focus on what pays the bills right now. So, I was like really probably a little too. I had to take a little step back and say like, look, I got to focus on work just for the time being. But y'all didn't come here to hear me talk about my life stuff. So, Sheena brings that out in everybody. She's like, I've seen her make quite a few people blush, so I'm not the only one. So I appreciate y'all swinging by, man. This is fun. This is exciting. I'm just going to go through. So, like I said, I went by my LCS today, and colors in disarray a little bit there. Went by my LCS today, picked up stuff. This was like 3 weeks worth of stuff, so it's not as huge of a stack as you might think, but I'm just going to go over those with you guys real quick. And so I was still pulling Moon Knight, still liking that one. I think I'm caught up reading this one, so I'm excited to get to the next issue. Also at work, I did like a book club, so I've been reading a book instead of reading comic books. The book was not nearly as fun as comics, so I'm happy to. Today was the last day of the book club. I did finish it. I gave myself an A+ on my participation in the book club. So I was really interested in this one. This cover's super dope. So Moon Knight, Black, White, and Blood, #1. And then I heard some rumblings about the variant, so I picked up that one too. It's got something about one of the gods or the avatars or something, but I think it happens to be maybe this being on the cover or something. Not exactly sure, but I've been out of it, man. I haven't even been watching videos. I've really been trying to focus on the real estate thing. So, picked up the Miles Morales What If Wolverine, and also picked up the Hulk. I wasn't sure as these have gone along. I've kind of been less interested. I think Thor's next, and then 5 is like some crazy something. So we'll see. Yeah, Sheena, I agree. I really like both of these. I really like both of those. This looks like a throwback cover, like an old. I think it might be an homage or something. It looks like an old school Moon Knight cover, and then that one's just kind of, I don't know. I'm not sure who did this one, but very interesting. So I guess there's only 2 more issues in the What If, so I guess I'll stick around and see what's going on with that. I started picking up the Miles Morales Spider-Man with this Spider-Verse storyline going on. Um, yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that one for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I'm there's the next couple of stories on this one. This story arc is going to be interesting because he meets up with his sister from the future or something. I picked up this second print. They had it. Um, I don't know. I was kind of intrigued by this cover. Um, Kind of seems like one of the trailers for the Thor book, the Thor movie that's coming up next month. Haven't seen Doctor Strange. I'm supposed to go with my youngest nephew, and at some point, but yeah, it seems like this. Seems like there was a scene that showed this in that trailer. So I was like, hey, let me pick up that cover there. Oddly enough, this was just sitting on the shelf, so I grabbed. Well, this is the last one they had. I had plenty of these. I had enough, but for cover price plus my discount, and I don't know, these are 12 or 15 bucks or something now. So I like the animation cover, the 1 in 25, but I really like this one too. I do. So um, and then also he had pulled me Captain Carter too. I don't he pulls a lot of stuff that, not a lot of stuff, but a few things that I'm like, well, I don't think I'm going to stick around for that. But I started picking up Black Panther too with all the stuff that was going on with it. This is the Greg Land cover, and I really like him. I think he gets a bad rap a little bit, but for his drawing practices, I guess. But I like him a lot. I like him a lot. And in art, I mean, I went to art school for a while. Well, I really I graduated with a graphic design degree. There's nothing is new, so um, you just have to get over the whole like you're not original. Nobody's original. It's all been done before. He pulled the Spider Punk for me too, so I'm digging that one. Looking forward to reading it. He also pulled the. I had to go with the new Spider Man. Let's see. I don't know, man. I always thought I liked John Romita Jr., but I don't know. It is kind of so. I've heard it described as boxy, and I get that. This was a fairly hot cover. I don't know what the story is on this one now. This was one of the variants for Hulk #6, and it's got Titan on the cover. So I really liked. I really like. Yes, ma'am. I really did. I actually went to Savannah College of Art and Design for 2 years, and I all but flunked out of there. There was a lot of experimentation going on while I was there. So I moved back to Columbia, went and graduated, a proud alumni of the University of South Carolina. And yeah, that's my background forever. So yeah, that's where I'm like, nothing's new. Everything's been, I think he got some, wasn't it Greg Land who got the bad rap for like tracing um, subject matter and stuff? I'm like, I don't know, man. I mean, it's all been done. There's nothing original anymore. Yeah, I like him a lot. Yeah, I would. Yeah, I got stories. Hey, we'll meet up at a con sometime and do a little drinking, and I'll share some of those stories with you, Sheena. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen one of these days. So yeah, I'm Venom 7, still pulling Venom. I'm gonna read that. I was super excited about Swamp Thing coming back, and I really like this one. This is let's see who did this because this is really sharp, really well done. Oh, that's ironic. The variant cover artist name is Liam Sharp. So I said that's very sharp. There's Liam Sharp. That's a cool cover. Cardstock. I really like that. This story, man, it's been really good. I'm also doing the Carnage thing because of Ram V is doing that. So not really feeling this one, but they had it in my I was like, hey, that'll be my tax for making them hold my books without payment for the last 3 or 4 weeks. So I'm Gwynverse, whatever. I picked up some of the issue 1, but I don't know about hanging on to that one. Still doing King Spawn, and this is Bjorn Berens, I believe. Looks like it. Certainly looks like his yeah. Certainly looks like his work. Gunslinger, still doing that and really liking it. Yeah, that's and then I think I've ordered issue 2 of this one, but they had issue 3, so I went ahead and grabbed it. But I liked issue 1, Little Monsters, and I'm gonna keep reading that one. I'm waiting for issue 2. But that's the new comic book. So I'm caught up. Now I get to bag all these things. And I have been working diligently. So the box I had to open. She sure does. Yeah, I remember she's been talking about that one ever since it came out. It's fun, man. It's really good. The artwork's great. Really enjoying the story. The book, the box that was damaged that I opened, it was so I was out of town. I was in Texas, Arlington, Texas, for Thursday through Sunday, and I was going to miss Free Comic Book Day. So I ended up. I was like, hey, I'm going to pick up a few copies of this one. This is kind of one of my examples with John Romita Jr. Like anorexic Venom. I don't know how I'm feeling about anorexic Venom. You know, it's just I don't know. I got a few of those because there's a couple of um, Chasm is in this one. They've got um, another Goblin coming up. Also picked up a few of these. First appearance of Blade's daughter. I forget her name, but yeah, that's picked up a few of those too. The box was heavily damaged. I think when sometimes UPS or USPS they they see fragile, handle with care, and they're had a bad day. They're going to take it out on your books. So I'll tell you the other thing I've been doing now. My oldest nephew is like super into. He's like been sending stuff to get graded. I was going through and just pulling things that I want to have graded. That's probably a good idea, Sheena. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I'm loving it too, Rude. That's right up your alley too, man. That's right up your alley. I know. I hate that you're at the mercy of I also put I put inside my mailbox, I put oversized packages, please place on the porch. And some of them make it to the steps of the porch. And I get home and I've got like a slab I bought that's sitting in the rain. And I would have choked someone had I been home and seen them leave it there. But I thought it'd be cool to kind of breeze through. These are some things I was pulling to like I'm thinking about getting pressed and then sending off to CGC or CBCS. So I thought I'd just kind of run through some of these. So I haven't been completely out of comics, but you know, I've just had to put my focus elsewhere. And that's a variant on that one with the white fox at the bottom. So I thought those would be kind of cool. Couple of those, the homage with the Mighty Avengers Secret Invasion. This one for sure, because this thing has been just absolutely popping off. But I've got to 9.8s of this book are going for like 1,500 right now. So I'm sending all 6 copies off to CGC. So yeah, hopefully I get. I'm like, man, if I could get a couple of 9.8s out of this batch, that's not too shabby, especially for what I paid for them. Yeah, I'm going to do that too. Now that I'm back from Texas, I'm going to do the same thing. Brother John, what's going on, buddy? Looking forward to seeing you guys. Hey, man, I appreciate you swinging by. Yeah, get that family time in. That's the one thing I'm not. Even if I'm working harder, I'm not willing to sacrifice the family time, man. So I feel you. I appreciate you swinging by. Family time is very important. So yeah, I'm gonna have these pressed if I can get. It'd be nice if I can get a few 9.8s out of this batch. I'd be a happy guy. And I guess I'll add the one I just picked up today. This one too has kind of been doing pretty well. So I thought that. These. So I've got. I was gambling that, like, hey, with the diversity and the youth movement in at Disney, maybe they go with a different version of Werewolf by Night. I don't know. I mean, I don't think a lot of people bought this book anyway. So even if it's a swing and a miss on the character, there's just not that many of them out there, I don't think. So, and then I've got these. I bought 3 or 4 of these. 2 of them I think might have a shot at CGC. These are variants of that, like artist variants. Perio did these covers. I like those. Good old horror stuff. So yeah, I'll still try and get those graded. And then I just did I was like, forget the fact that they made a bajillion of these things, but it's still Tosin on the cover. So, and their, return on investment on those is pretty good for the price you pay to have them graded. So I've been setting some stuff aside for that and looking forward to, I'd actually hope to get those out the door this week, but I'm not sure that's going to happen. All right, let's dig in, man. We're going to check out some stuff. I'll need to pull my trusty reference material. This was an eBay purchase. I was doing a little research on, the thing to do is you got to be ahead. Now, I don't know what. I've heard mixed reviews about Doctor Strange, and I think, well, I can tell you we as a community are spoiled. If you're closer to my age, then we loved everything because we didn't have, there just wasn't much, man. There just wasn't much. I mean, I absolutely loved the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, and it's probably one of my favorites for that reason, because it was just like, it was pretty big deal. I mean, I was the same way with the Michael Keaton Batman. I liked both of those, but I was so appreciative to finally have something worth seeing. I guess this is pretty well done. All right, so this, I think I know what this is. This is a saran wrapped stack of books. But I've been doing, the real key is to get out in front of any speculation. You don't want to be speculating when the movie is coming out. You want to be buying your books before everybody else is buying the same books. That's the plan. That's the key. So, all right. Let's I don't know what I'll kind of go through these and see if I can make sense of them. There's some significant books here, I guess. Yeah. So I'm going to pull up my phone to remember exactly what let's see. All right, so I bought this lot, The Incredible Hercules, and it was a run of issue 120 through 134. I was like, oh, there's two, I guess maybe two significant books in this lot. And I said, well, for the price I'm getting it for, it's probably I was going to say maybe cheaper, but maybe not cheaper than what I would get them off these others for, but not bad. So issue 120, I do like the cover. What is going on, man? I'm still alive. Still alive. I appreciate you swinging by. I'm right in the middle. Like your timing is impeccable. You did great this time. So it was good to see you. I haven't watched many videos in the last few weeks, but I did take some time to watch. I forget what the last one of yours was, but you're like, hey, don't be a stranger. And I'm trying not to be. I'm desperately trying not to be a stranger. So issue 120, there's some scroll. I guess it's probably this scroll. A scroll, first appearance of Clyban, a scroll god. This one, there's been a little activity on this book, so I was like, well, it comes with some other cool books. So let's I don't know, I guess that's a little scroll action. And The Incredible Hercules. This is the series. So this is issues 120 through 134. This was kind of cool. Probably got some significance there with Namor battling Hercules. Love and War Part 3. There's a couple of, I picked up a few others in this series. I think I got there's a first cameo of the Scroll God. Yep, absolutely. So yeah, I just picked up some of these others. I don't know if there's much significance. Cool lady cover there. Badass lady cover. I don't know if there's. I've just got a new phone like less than a week ago, and I don't know if I guess there's not any significance on this book, but cool cover nonetheless. Be cool to see Hercules. issue 127, 128, like a little Ares action, and some Avengers. And I don't know, is that Amadeus Cho? Maybe. Yeah, maybe that's him there. He's it's one of the reasons. So the Scroll God was one reason I picked this little run up. And Amadeus Cho was the other. So the book that everybody, I think that's him. I mean, I haven't read this, but I think that's him. Cool cover there. Replacement Thor. So this is the other book that people are looking for in this little run, and it's the part 1 of 3 origin story of Amadeus Cho. Now I've also, this one's, I don't know, 15, 20 bucks if you go to find it. One, because I don't think people really realized, one, they didn't realize what it was, and two, I'm not real sure they cared at the time. So there's not abundant supply of these sitting around. So that's the other book. But also went back and bought, like, so it skips 2 issues. So this is 133. So I think 135 and 137 are part 2 and 3 of the mind-bending origin of Amadeus Cho. I am curious to kind of see what that's about. I don't know if I'm curious enough to open this to see it, because this one's in pretty good shape, but I don't know. We'll see. And then I don't know who this vixen is, but so the last issue is 134. So got a little run of the Incredible Hercules, and looking forward to checking that out. Let's see what else we got. I mean, some of this, I know I say this, but I actually do not know what a lot of this stuff is, because it's been, I wasn't sure when I was doing this twice a week. Now it's been, what, 3 or 4 weeks since I've done a video. I'm definitely not sure now. I'm definitely not sure. So, good to see you, buddy. I'll talk to you later. So let's see. Let's just jump right in and figure it out. Oops, sorry about that. So excited, just because, you know, I mean, when you take 4 weeks off and you commit to only opening books on your YouTube channel, that means I haven't been opening any books. All right. Okay, so I got some of this and some of this variant. So this is some kind of Spider-Man variant. All right, so it's Avengers Forever 5. Got a few of those. It's a new Doctor Doom, new variant of Doctor Doom, and then his other counterparts in the background. So this whole series is multiversal in nature. So there's a lot going on in those. But that's cover A, and then they've got the in honor of Spider-Man's 60 years, they've got the variant. And I'm not exactly sure who or what that's supposed to be, but you notice the spiders crawling up his leg. Now this is upside down, obviously, but get a better look at who we're looking at here. I'm not entirely sure, but I thought it looked cool, so why not? And I've been buying the Avengers Forever. There were, man, some of those things have really gotten hot. I know I've got the I'm sure I have copies of the second print that has Peggy Carter on the. So they're saying there's a chance that there are multiple versions of Captain Carter. If you notice on the series, her uniform is, she's got the Union Jack kind of running down one side, And then on this one, they're I am buying some, but not to the degree that Free Energy is doing it. I uh, I bend a knee in his presence, so I like to think that I am, but Free Energy is the real he's the real guru. So I stopped talking about it because he was so much more superior in doing so. I had an older Doom cover. I was like, "Hey, man, you got this one?" Knowing full well that there's no chance he didn't. What's up, Brian? I am. Yeah, we'll get to see each other next week, sometime next week, whatever day works. If that's a new comic book day or whatever, and I am looking forward to it. And I think you're bringing me something. Uh, one of my accidental winnings on your channel, I believe you said you were going to try to just bring down for me. So that would be, if it works out, great. If not, I get it. I know what it's, you know what it's like trying to, there he is. What's going on? Circumstances. I'll be seeing his mug in about 6 weeks, and I am absolutely looking forward to it. You don't get any better service than that. Giveaway win, hand delivered by the Brian LCS. Yes, sir. Me too, buddy. I am too. Absolutely looking forward to it. Okay, so I bought 3. There was one in my pull list. I bought 3 more of these just because I thought this was the cooler cover of this Hulk 6. And they kind of disappeared quickly. So that's Titan on the cover. He's a new villain for Hulk. Those kind of started disappearing. So I grabbed a few extras. And I'll tell you what else extra I got to grab is some boxes. Gosh, and I don't know where. I got to figure out. I'm going to have to do a box of like stuff that I'm not in love with, that I'm willing to part ways with, and just start moving it, because I don't have space for a crazy amount of things. And Marcus is bringing his lady with him too. We get to meet Mrs. Circumstances. That's always a treat. And we do have the comic book code is 100% in effect. We don't talk about inside information we may know about the other person's collecting habits and money spending and stuff like that. That is 1,000% off limits. So we're not going there. It'll be good. This will just, well, hopefully the plan is your wife will meet us and be like, oh, they're normal. I mean, normal people who collect comic books. Maybe it'll ease her fears. I'm like that. I've got a group. I'm in a cigar group that's like that, and I could go to a lot of cities I've been to for like conferences and stuff. Hey, there's worse things than hanging out at the rooftop pool, and for her, just hey, tell them keep the daiquiris coming, and if you see my husband, tell him I'm still alive. So that's it's all good. I would like to meet her while we're there, but that's I get it. It's a vacation for her, and you can do whatever the heck you want to do, and that's not a bad thing, So I picked up a few. I had ordered these elsewhere, but a few more of those Lost in the Spider-Verse Miles books. I'm gonna read that because I like what's getting ready to happen in that series. All right, 35 minutes in, and I'm cranking out some boxes. Now I won't even touch this stuff. you see how high up Venom is now? He's still looking things over, but he's like, man, this is he's like, Brad, you gotta get to work, man. I'm scared of heights. So, and I've missed doing this. I've just so this week I got back from my trip to Texas, and I had three closings this week. So I kind of felt once I got them to the clear to close stage, I felt good about, okay, we can get back to what we enjoy, which is the books. Picked up a few of these, man. I really like this cover. This Alex Ross has been doing the cover A's on this Black Panther run. I started doing it, and fortunately, I picked a few of this cover. This is the I don't know. I think they're probably trying to do a little too much of the homage to Ultimate Fallout. You know, you see it there. So the Greg Land cover, was that issue 6 or 5? At any rate, I wanted to get cover A on this one. I really like that. Very colorful, and I've always liked Alex Ross. So that dude has got some serious talent. Man, I have got a full-blown mess here. But we are championing through this. This is actually really good because I'm 37 minutes in, and we are knocking out some stuff. So like I said, I only had one. I only had one box that I had to, yeah. That I went down a bit of a rabbit hole one night. I started following him on YouTube, and would just spend like hours watching him paint covers, and like there's videos of how he how he gets his reference material and the process, and it's just fascinating to me because he's so realistic. I'm just really fascinated by his talent. I was never much into painting when I did the art school thing. More drawing then. So but I have a ton of respect for him. I think he uses acrylic paints for his stuff. All right, who knows what this is? I am not sure. It did use the painter's tape. I'm not one of those people who use boxes. I'm not going to reuse this painter's tape, man. That's that'd put me at like hoarder level, and I'm afraid my family might have me committed if hey, I'm saving the tape so I can reuse it. My dad, my mom wants to have my dad committed because he likes to keep stuff. And if I started saving tape, you guys might not ever hear from me again. So my light is messing with that camera. Let me get back in here so you can see this mug. I don't know why I love a Panosian. This is variant cover. I have no idea, but I am a sucker for a Spider-Man cover where he's the Sorcerer Supreme. I kept buying the Alien Symbiote where Spider-Man on the cover of that one with as the Sorcerer Supreme. I don't know. And I guess is this so this is for the 60 years of Spider-Man, but really cool. Instead of got the Spider-Man on the chest there. I'm just a sucker for these, man. I picked up a few of them because I don't know why I like it, but I do. One of those unexplainable things. All right, so we are going to hit one box. We got one big box here. And I don't know where I put it. I brought another box. I had another box waiting on me on my doorstep. So Yeah, I like that one too. That's a cool looking cover. I like that one too. Very cool looking. All right, so let's see what we got. When did I order this? This is sad. Date order received January 28th. That is, I mean, when I was opening on a regular basis, they were pretty far behind, but this is like several months. Like how can I even know? So every one of these boxes has 15 to 20-ish books in them. So all right, I think I've written down exactly what the deal is. I'm just trying to make sure they're all in some kind of order. They when they put these things in here, they usually will kind of split them up. That can go. Yeah, they usually split these things up. So I'm just trying to get it together. All right. So this is interesting to me. I don't know that there's really any significance, but there is a book. There's a Deadpool where Dracula sends Deadpool to retrieve his bride, bring her back so that they can marry. And Deadpool falls in love with her and marries her. I've got her first appearance in that book. So they did this. I was just thinking with all the horror stuff they're starting to do. This was really neat. This is a variant of Mrs. Deadpool and the Howling Commandos. And I think this is like a 1 in 25. I think I paid like $4 or something for this. 1 in 25 on a a book that probably was not heavily purchased. But you got the who's who, the rogues gallery of monsters there. You got some good ones. So I just thought it was kind of cool that variant that high grade copy 1 in 25 for well below ratio. I was like, yeah, sign me up. I'll take that. This was just a variant copy. A lot of these characters who are going to be in the Agents of Atlas when they did their solo series and they did these Future Fight First books. This is one of the variant copies for Luna Snow's issue. Future Avengers. I just noticed that. I'll have to thumb through that. But these variant ones, I just picked them up because this was kind of cool. This was I've bought one or two before, but I just thought this series was I'm like, so a lot of times I think about what would be a good series for Disney to do. And something this kind of maybe would be along the same lines as like a Charmed or something like that, but Spellbinders, and it's every character in here is a first appearance. But I was like, that might be a good TV show or something for Disney to do. I also think they would be absolutely foolish to not do Power Pack. I think Power Pack would be a great series for Disney. Makes sense. It's a no-brainer. So I picked up a few copies. This is Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham, issue number 1. This, I think I bought these for $1 or something. Yeah, they were $1. They were in their sale section. This is the first ongoing. This says Legacy 21, so that can't be. What's the deal with this? There's something up with this. I thought this was his first ongoing. Maybe not. I don't remember. I don't know. There was something significant about that, but it's as silly as you know. Everybody would have laughed if you would have said, "Hey, they're going to put Spider Ham in the Spider Verse." It's like, okay, stop being crazy. Let's see, what is this one? Spider-Geddon, all the spider stuff. I didn't write anything down on this one. Maybe there's not any significance other than the fact that it's a cool cover. I need to double check that one just to make sure. But that Captain Universe Spidey is pretty dope. Pretty dope. This one is Superior Spider-Man, Edge of Spider-Verse. Number 33. Let's see, I wrote a note down here. There's a villain. First appearance of one of these villains in here. I actually didn't write that down. I thought I had my list done. I was not done. But all this Spider-Verse stuff, man, it is just nuts. There's a villain. I don't know if it's this character or not. I could look. Let me look real quick. That's why we got resources. It won't take but a second. Yeah, so I felt relieved to finally have this is issue 33. So when I got stuff like ready to clear to close. All right, so first appearance of Verna, Deimos, Brix, and Bora, an otherworldly family known as the Inheritors who feed on spider totems. First appearance of Spider Cyborg. So that's kind of cool. So the Inheritors are the ones who were the antagonists in this series. So that's okay. Makes sense now. Glad I looked that up. And there's the bunch of the other Spider-Men that have. Oh man, it is. There's 15 boxes. I always kept about 8. There's 15 now. So that proof that I have definitely not been opening anything without you folks. This one, Superior Spider-Man 32. First team appearance of the Spider Army, a collection of Spider-Man type characters from across the multiverse banded together against the threat of the Inheritors. First appearance of Karn, an inheritor who hunts spider totems, but eventually becomes the Master Weaver. So, a lot going on there. Cool covers, though, man. That is really neat looking. So, yeah, a lot of these spider things, man, it's just nuts. This one's kind of neat. This is a character. So, of course, a lot of these Marvel Point Ones, you end up with, it's the first cover appearance of Miss America, or first cover appearance, or first appearance of Sam Alexander as Nova. A lot of these have been. So this is a character, Blind Spot. He, I guess, is a villain or a vigilante, perhaps. Yeah, man, 15 boxes back there. That's if my family watched my channel, they would have me committed. I feel certain. So this Blind Spot character, I don't know if he's a villain or a mercenary. Master of the art of Master of Kung Fu. Master of the martial arts. He's a martial arts master. Has worked with the hand. I was just thinking, I don't know, there's some cool, some real badass villain would be really good for maybe to use for Punisher or Daredevil or Iron Fist, or those guys have interacted with the hand in the past. So Blind Spot might be a cool a cool villain. I was just thinking about some different villains and stuff, and I was like, well, why not a Blind Spot, somebody that you could get behind, that has something that has some legs to them. So I picked this up. I've got the complete run. I don't know if this is a cover A. This just doesn't. It's not around a lot. Ghost Racers, where so they've said the next Ghost Riders is going to be multiple versions of Ghost Rider, and in this scenario, Battle World scenario, Ghost Racers, they've brought together all of the Ghost Riders and they make them race like on a weekly basis, and the winner gets to avoid basically like thrown in the dungeon and tortured for the upcoming week. So it's kind of a nutso scenario, but kind of neat. I read the whole thing and I thought it was cool. Um, let's see. Yeah, the other one I didn't write down, surprisingly. I'm just going to look it up too. I like being. So this is along the same. This is along the same lines. I don't know if. It's not going to say there. Um, I guess I was thinking about villains, doing a little research on villains, and here's that one. This will give us a little more insight. So I was looking at the looking at villains, and I was like, hey, what if we had what are some other cool um, characters who let's see some other characters who could fit into Daredevil's world, or and this was pretty obscure. Shadowland Daughters of the Shadow, number one, first appearance, and it's only one of three. Um, there was a second print of this one for some reason. I can't imagine this was highly bought, but I was like, hey, let's get some cool kick-ass female characters um, in in some of these books. And so this particular book, so it does have the hand, and so the hand is in here, White Tiger's in here, Angela Del Toro. But so you have the hand. There's also so this is the first appearance of the nail. It's another organization. Let me see what it says about the nail. Well, let me see. The nail is the origin. Oh gosh, these pop-ups, man. The original Nail were five women ninjas that served the Hand as an elite strike team for 1,000 years. That's pretty cool, man. That is pretty cool. Empire, what's up, brother? How are you doing? We got to talk, man. We got to see if we had discussed some things previously. We got to see what's up. But so the Hand's elite team of female assassins. And I'm like, God, that would be cool if they incorporate that into, you could do, um, Iron Fist or Daredevil, Punisher, um, and get some badass lady ninjas. So the Nail is this team of assassins that the Hand hired. So you've got Black Lotus, Cherry Blossom, um, Makro, Yuki, and Azumi Ozawa. So these are all and then it says first appearance of Tig. I'm not sure, but yeah, is that a big ass phone? It's the 13 plus. it feels normal now. It's funny because like the smaller they were, there was better, and now we're getting back to like carrying iPads. Um, we're getting back to carrying iPads for phones now. But at any rate, I just thought I was like, God, that'd be cool, man. I mean, there was a team that the Hand, which has some, pretty deadly members, uh, some deadly assassins. They hired this elite team in this, that's first appearance in this book, Daughters of the Shadow. So I don't know. I was just thinking like that. I just thought it would be cool if they, introduced some strong women ninja types. On this one, I don't think I had issue one, and I think this was a 1 in 10 for a couple bucks. So I was like, yeah, why not? That's a design variant. Although you know, it's I don't know what I think about Hulk and I'm not sure what I think about the story arc on it, but I know you probably got a hundred of those. We do tend to think alike, but at any rate, a variant for that issue one, and I don't think I had issue one yet. So um, this one is cool, man. This is if you're old like me, you remember the Whitman stuff, and so I like that Jackson character from Star Wars, the rabbit. So this is his first appearance in the Whitman book. So no barcode or anything there. This was like in the 3-pack Whitman 3-pack diamond variants. So yeah, so that's the first appearance of Jackson, but it's the Whitman, significantly, cheaper, but kind of unique, I think. Yeah, yeah, that's the one I was saying. Yeah, you probably got like 100 of those or something. But it's a cool book. It is a cool book. I like looking for those are those diamonds in the rough. Those ones that we look for to like that's really getting out in front of something. If something ends up coming of it, and if it doesn't, I mean, I don't know. That was $2 or something. So. Um, Not a major loss if it doesn't land. But yeah, I'm big fan of the old Star Wars stuff, and I just thought that was cool. The first appearance of Jackson from the Whitman variant. Man, we are actually going to do all these boxes and hit the hour mark. All right, so up next, this is actually last. This is Strange Academy. That was such a good run, man. I've got like the second print of issue one, and most of the full run leading up to that. First cover of Gaslamp, and everybody, of course, just went nuts for this one. Also, somewhere in one of these boxes, I've got the actual first appearance, but cool looking character. I'm digging it. I'm digging it. We'll see where they go on this series too, man. But it was Scotty Young writing and Humberto Ramos doing the art. So all right, I've at least cleared my desk off a little bit. So yeah, that was fun. It's good to get back at it. Like I said, once I got things set to like my closings in order and everything was good to go. Now I'm just kind of coasting to the finish line. I was like, I'm going to take some time before I check out for the day and unwind and come see my people. So, hey, if any of y'all are thinking about coming to Heroes Con the end of June in Charlotte, let us know. We're going to be hanging out, having a good time. Of course, now, I don't know if it's changed or not, but Marcus said Thursdays are for partying. So we're going to get there Thursday and do a little partying, and single Southpaw Brad's going to do a little lady watching and live it up a little bit up in Charlotte. So if anybody's thinking about coming, we've got a little chat. We'll add you to it. love to see. I'm going to check all you guys off my list eventually. So, but I appreciate you guys hanging out. Yeah, you did get wasted on Thursday. I don't know if I'll be worth much on Friday, but yeah, yeah, that's sounds like fun, man. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So yeah, if anybody is yeah. Well, if you're late, man, we'll get started. We'll get started ahead of time and keep your seat warm for you. So we'll figure it out. It's gonna be fun though. But I plan on, all you folks, man. I'm gonna see you face to face at some point. I feel certain. So that will be a lot of fun. Hang out. If we get to a big enough one where we have enough people coming, I say, oh boy, breaking news, folks. That would be a blast. So I will be adding you, or Marcus can go ahead and add you. Yeah, man, that'd be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. So cool. Great news. I don't doubt, we go if eventually we're going to go to a big enough one with enough people that we're just going to be tailgating in the parking lot like college football style. So I'm down for that too. So, guys, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me. Great seeing you. I've been missing you. I've been thinking about you guys and at least trying to keep up on Instagram. I got to go back and catch up on some videos and stuff, and I think I can start doing that now. I got to keep my foot on the gas pedal, but getting a couple things under my belt and to the finish line is big sigh of relief. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. It's good to be back. I'll probably have to ease my way back into my my usual format, but it was a good little break, and I needed to focus. And I actually really need to be doing. I realize I need to be doing more video for real estate. So we'll see how it shakes out. We'll have to see how it shakes out. But good to see everybody, man. It's always a pleasure. Y'all take care. Have a great evening. I'm sure I will see you in the chat somewhere along the way. And take care. Have a good rest of the week. Peace.